Hey, Andrew Cuomo, you want some social distancing? I got all the social distancing you can handle out here. Stop on by, I'll give you a tour. What's up, guys? It's July. It's hot, like Africa hot. Good day for hay. Out here today with our 2019 Massey Ferguson 1760M that you've seen in a couple other older videos of mine. Hooked up to our super mint 19, Lord knows, case 820 hay, or what is this thing? I don't even know. Case 8320 Haybine that we acquired with this property we got. So I gotta throw some fuel in this tractor. Don't worry, definitely Safe Act compliant fuel can here with the top busted off. We went ahead and fixed what New York broke. Ugh. There we go. Oh, nope. Don't worry, I definitely didn't spill any. I did. We don't know anything about hay or how to cut it or bale it or anything like that, but that's not going to stop us. We're going to do it anyway. So I got out here about 7 this morning, started cutting this hay, and it's looking like hay, I think. I don't know, but I'm going to let it sit for a couple days. It's supposed to be like 90 the next couple days with no rain in the forecast. So I'm going to let it sit, dry out, and then we'll try baling it with our round baler that I've never used. Actually, I've never used a round baler, period. But again, not gonna stop me. Gonna do it anyway. This old girl's thirsty. All right, so let's take a closer look at this Haybine. I'll kind of show you how it works, and I think it works. I don't know. Anyway, this thing's hooked up to our PTO on the tractor. And I got some new hydraulic lines you can see there that we installed. They run out to the back and they control the height of the cutter head. Allow you to raise it up, drive down the road, put it right down on the ground, mow some hay, all that good stuff. It had like no lines on it. I don't know if the guy like decided to borrow them for something else. This thing runs off the PTO of the tractor, and it runs this sickle bar down here that cuts all the hay. It's kind of beat up. It probably should have had new knives on it, but you know, why fix it? That cuts the hay. This big reel kind of does two things. It helps force the hay into the sickle bar, but after it's cut, it kind of pushes it up this little ramp and into these conditioner wheels. What's a conditioner wheel, you might ask? I didn't really know either. It kind of crinkles it, breaks that little tough outer shell of the stalk on the grass, and then when you have it laying out here in the field, it dries out a lot faster. Once it gets through with that, it kind of pushes it back here, and there's this little like chute looking ordeal that kind of puts it in a windrow. It works pretty decent because our field, it's got lots of nice little windrows in it. So I'm gonna go cut another one, and I'll show you how this thing works, and then in a couple days we'll bale some hay. Hopefully that works. Yeah, anyway, well, let's try it, see what happens. What can go wrong, right? I'll give you a little history of this property. So we got this property, a relative of mine purchased it from a gentleman who had owned it for a long time, farmed it for probably like 50 years, maybe longer, I'm not really sure. Did cattle and corn and stuff like that, but I think as he got older, it got harder and harder to do stuff. I don't think his like kids or other relatives wanted to get into farming, and it just started to deteriorate. Stuff started piling up, junk everywhere. Things weren't cut back, but he wanted to retire about a year ago probably, and this year we've just been doing a ton of cleaning up, fixing stuff that needed to be fixed. Filling in an old swimming pool, leveling some stuff off with some like water issues where water was pooling in areas. It came with a bunch of equipment. It came with this hay mower conditioner, it came with a baler, it came with another baler that's a square baler that I have no clue. The round baler is pretty new. It's a Case IH. I think it does like a 4 foot by 4 foot round bale. That's what we're going to use to bale this stuff we've been cutting. Again, I don't have a lot of experience with this stuff. I'm kind of teaching myself as we go. I know a lot about other equipment and other stuff, but as far as farming goes, I've never really had a lot of experience with it. I worked for a guy when I was in high school doing some of this stuff, but I was just kind of a laborer. I didn't really get too involved. I would drive hay wagon back and forth or stack bales or stuff like that, but I never really got too involved because I was young and, you know, farm equipment's dangerous, so I didn't get too wrapped up in it, literally. Some of these fields, like this one, doesn't look so great. I don't think it'd make great hay. I might still mow it and bale it and see if anybody wants it for free just to get rid of it. I don't know. I don't think it's any good. It's not really grass. It's all weeds and stuff. But man, maybe some goats or something will eat it. I don't know. Those things eat just about anything. Car tires, garbage, people's hair, whatever. They kind of eat whatever. Let's go through a couple of the controls on this old girl. There's really only one control, but there's a pin you can pull on the tongue and it allows it to pivot out so you mow next to you. And that's so you're not running over the grass, so you can actually pick it up. You run over the grass with the tractor, it gets flattened out. It doesn't make, you know, won't pick it up, it won't cut it, it's not good. So you offset this thing to the side so you can mow next to your tractor. So you're not running it over and beating it up. So you pull that pin, you pull forward, it deploys. This one's all stiff and you gotta mess with it and jerk the clutch or try to fold it up. You gotta back the tire against something, back into it, get it to fold up. It needs some more servicing, but we'll deal with that later. It's not important right now. Hooked up to our #1 remote is that cylinder that raises and lowers the cutting head. So you can see low, high, kind of see what that does. So when I mow with this thing, I've found I just put it in float. Probably wrong. Some real farmer is probably going to tell me what I'm supposed to do. I don't have any experience, so I've been running it in float all day. It seems to work great. Let me know if it's wrong. Maybe it is. Maybe I can do things better next time. We're going to go ahead, click our PTO on. I'm going to run this baby up to 540 PTO RPMs, which is about 2,500 on the tractor. And it's loud. There we go. It's super noisy. So I run this thing in 3rd gear, mid-range. I've been told I can go faster. It misses a lot when I do that. So I'm gonna just run it like this. And you can see that reel working, that kind of pushes that hay right in. I got a GoPro going on it too. Hopefully that gives you some better footage than this from inside the cab. But it seems to just kind of glide over the ground good. It doesn't really dig in or anything. So now I'm just going to drive around for a couple hours because that's apparently what you do when you're farming. You just drive in circles. So I've been told. Apparently there's more to it. I think I'm going to float. Yeah, there we go. So when the coronavirus kind of took off, everybody got working from home and all that stuff, and I was doing the teaching thing from home. I did a lot of these videos for my students, and it's just not the same after spending all day inside on the computer chasing people down that don't want to do their work or need help or just whatever the issue is. I just got to get out of the house. So I started coming over here and doing some work with my family just because I cannot sit around. I don't know how people that work in an office can do this, or people that can stay home and not have a job or not try to do anything productive. It drives me insane. I can't sit there. I can't do it. So I came out here. So now I'm here pretty much all the time now that it's summer vacation, and we've been getting a lot done. I enjoy doing it, but I really want to get back to teaching, although I don't think it's ever going to be the same that it ever was. And I'm really kind of let down about that. I don't think it'll ever be the way it was before, no matter what. I think we've kind of scared everybody into, this new way of thinking, this new normal that, let's be honest, you and me are both, to be honest with each other here, it's not normal. This whole isolation thing, I can't do it. I know my kids can't do it. My family can't do it. We need to be out here doing stuff, seeing people, the whole 9 yards. I'm ready for this to end. We're gonna keep on keeping on. We gotta do what we gotta do to get through everything. But man, this is some tall grass. This is gonna be good hay. Good Lord, whoever's gonna get this hay is gonna be happy with it, hopefully. I don't know, do you guys want some hay? Hit me up in the comments if you want some hay. So another question I get a lot is why do we have a Massey Ferguson tractor? It's kind of an odd, like, not generic brand of tractor. You always see Case, you see John Deere, New Holland, pretty much around here for the most part, not a lot of Massey stuff. When we bought this property, it came with a Massey Ferguson tractor that just had the hardest life a tractor can have. I don't know what this guy was doing with it, but it was pretty hurt, and we needed a new tractor. We were in the market, so we wanted to trade that thing in because it's kind of hard to sell stuff like that. So there was one dealer around that would take it on trade. It happens to be a Massey Ferguson dealer. They also happen to suck. I'm not going to say their name, but if you Google search Massey Ferguson dealers in Eastern New York, I bet you can find it. And, oh, big stick, gotta raise it up. And I like it. It's got some good features. It's super comfy. The only complaint I really have is that whole AC getting hot thing. I don't know if it's the way the fan's designed and it plugs up with that hay chaff or what the deal is, but it really it just grinds my gears. I gotta get out and clean the thing out all the time. Like I said, 90 today, you can't be in this cab with no AC. That's how people die. Yeah, other than that, the loader could be stronger, but it's a compact tractor. This is not a row crop tractor. This is like the largest compact you can buy. Works great for everything else, though. It's got a nice multi-purpose bucket we can use for grabbing stuff. It's got plenty of power. It's 60 horsepower. It runs a brush hog awesome. Runs this hay mower pretty good. You can pull a disc harrow with it, all right. But what it'll struggle with is if we hook up like a big 4 or 5, 6 bottom plow to it, it's just not gonna do it at all. It doesn't have the horsepower for one. It certainly doesn't have the weight. We have a little 3 bottom plow I hooked up to it, and it struggled. It kept digging in real bad. It would just sit there and bounce and spin. And it was even with the draft control, it struggled. It's kind of a shame. But if we get into something like that, we'll have to get a bigger tractor just for doing tillage. Man, what a beautiful hayfield. I've been found. The boss is here. All right, it's the next day, and I went ahead and baled a little bit this afternoon in this field earlier. Didn't take any video, of course, but I did get a bale. It's not pretty, but it's sort of round, and it looks like it's made of hay. So I guess it's a hay bale. Oh, I almost forgot. Let me show you what we're using to bale with. We got this Case IH RBX 441. I don't know what the 441 means or the RBX. I'm assuming the RB is round baler. Again, it's another piece of equipment that was on the property when we bought it. And I didn't know anything about it. I kind of went through it, serviced it up, checked it out a little bit. Made sure everything was greased and working, made sure it had twine in it. And it does, and it works. I like the Case stuff. This video isn't sponsored by Case, but hey, Case, it could be. Hit your boy up. So in this tractor, we have our one remote hooked up, one remote hydraulic, and that runs the open and close on the baler. So when you're full, open it up, bale rolls out, all that good stuff. This is the control box that actually controls the twine. So you turn it on this side. This should be mounted somewhere. It's not. I'm probably going to take this apart, take the switches out, mount them here so they're permanently. You turn it on, there's a extend and retract, and really all you do to tie a bale, it doesn't really tie anything. You extend this out into the baler. I'm going to open this up, and it goes, just puts the string into the area where it's baling. It sucks it in, and you just kind of count. I don't know, I count like 10 seconds, move it to the other side, count 10 seconds, and then when you bring it back over to this side, there's a knife that cuts it, and then you just open it up, she rolls out, and you got a hay bale. So let's try it and see what happens. I don't know. Again, no idea what I'm doing here. This is pretty new to me. Cruising right along right now. It's pulling up the hay real nice. I think it's making a hay bale. I think. Maybe. That's what it does, supposedly. According to the internet, I'm supposed to weave back and forth so that my bales don't look like, I don't know, like a comb. Because the one I did this morning, I didn't weave enough, and it was definitely tapered. She'll roll in a circle, that's for sure. It's like a NASCAR bale to go back and forth and back and forth. Typically, I don't need any help doing that in these things. I get bored, I start looking out the window, and I'm swerving all over the place. But we'll keep it up. We'll go back and forth. We'll try to make this one nice. Dang birds! Get out of my field! This hay's not for you. Get out of here! Get! Alright, so here's something that not only is convenient, but scared the living shit out of me. This thing's got an alarm on it. It lights up and annoys the shit out of you with a buzzer. That's pretty neat. Now this thing also has this cool little gauge right there. I guess that means it's full. Stop. So we're gonna turn this box on. It's gonna get super loud and annoying again. But now we're gonna extend and retract our thing. All right, I ejected the bale. I shut the PTO off. Let's see what this thing looks like. Whew, too fat for this. Oh yeah. That's a hay bale. It's a crappy looking hay bale. Now this thing didn't cut my twine. We're gonna have to see what's going on with that. All right. So this thing's supposed to have a knife cuts it. Oh, I see. It just didn't cut it. Well, we can fix that. Just so you guys know, this thing is shut off. So this is not gonna like rip my arm off like it does to some people. So we're gonna go ahead and trim that. Pull a little extra so I can grab next time. All right, I guess that's it. So it didn't, we got a bunch of string over here, but it didn't really do much over here. So, I don't know. I guess it probably would have been better if it actually did that string on that side. Hey son, that's a nice hay bale you got there. Get yourself someone that will deliver McDonald's to the hayfield. So Uncle Ron's for dinner tonight. This video is not sponsored by McDonald's, but it could be. Hit me up, Ron. That's a nice hay bale. I wonder who baled that son of a bitch. Alright, I'm almost done now. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 bales out of this field, which is a lot better than the one I got this morning out of the other field. So this field's working better. But I'm like quickly running out of daylight. So I'll have 5 when this is all said and done, looks like. But not bad for a guy that has no idea what he's doing.